I guess most of you know that I just love old movies. I'm a real movie buff. And tonight, we're going to salute one of my favorites. It's a movie that was made by Warner Brothers way back in 1945, and it starred the wonderful Joan Crawford. And so we thought tonight we would do our presentation of Mildred Fierce.
Mildred.
Excuse me. I'd like to confess to a murder.
Wait your turn over there, please.
Sorry.
I'm very sorry. Would you please describe your missing parakeet, ma'am?
Yes, it was a little green one.
Pardon me, ma'am. I couldn't help overhearing you. My name is Lieutenant Carstairs. If you'd like to step over to the express desk, I could take your confession now.
Thank you. It's a good recipe.
Pardon me.
Excuse me. I hope you find your parakeet.
All right, now. Who did you kill? Where and how?
My husband, Monte Slick.
Nick.
His beach house. And like this.
Like this. Don't do that, come on. Please leave the gun there now. All right, now, let's take it from the beginning.
The very beginning.
Right.
The very beginning.
Right.
All right. I was born in a little town in the Midwest. I'll never forget my first day of kindergarten when I skipped into the kitchen and I said to my mother, "Mother, must I wear these shabby shoes?" She said, "Mildred, that's my name. I was named after my grandfather."
I didn't
my
mean
grandmother.
quite that beginning. Could we just take it from where you pulled the trigger?
But you'll miss all the best parts of my childhood. My kindergarten teacher, Miss Zimmerman, and the way all the other kids used to tease me when I'd wear the shabby shoes.
Fine. I'll try to live without that if you don't mind. All right, now.
All right, then why don't we compromise? I'll start back 4 years ago.
4 years. You go. All right. 4.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
I was eking out a small but meager living.
Eking.
That's right. Baking blueberry pies for the neighbors that I would sell from door to door.
All right.
My first husband had just walked out on me, and I was wondering how to break the news to my precious daughter, Veda. The apple of my eye, the light of my life, salt in my stew, cream in my coffee, my reason for living. I'm in the kitchen, Veda, darling.
Must you bellow your whereabouts to the entire neighborhood?
Oh, Mommy, sorry, dear. I didn't think I was bellowing. It's just that I'm very upset, Veda. Your daddy just walked out on us for good.
What you're trying to tell me is that our meal ticket has taken a cab.
Yes, darling, but don't worry about it. The thing was that your daddy said that I should stop spoiling you, and, well, I just told him never.
Good thinking.
But it's going to be fine, sweetheart, because I love oo. Does oo love me?
Love ooh. What's to love about ooh? What have ooh ever done for me besides get blueberry stains all over my blouse?
Oh, sweetheart, don't you worry. Veda, I'm going to lay the world in your lap.
How's a no-talent klutz like you ever gonna make any money?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Mummy will go out and, well, she'll get a job.
Something dignified, I hope. Not a waitress. I'd never be able to hold my head up.
Don't worry, sweetheart. It will be dignified, I promise.
You better get the lead out because I'm not getting any younger.
She's such a treasure. It took 3 years, but I finally made it. I was working. I was making money. Veda was going to the right school, meeting the right people, but most important, the relationship with my baby had blossomed into a thing of beauty. Veda, darling. Mommy's home.
Thrillsville.
Wait, sweetheart. Wait, precious. Wait till you see what I bought you.
Yuck. Suppose you think that rag makes up for humiliating me in front of my entire class today.
Humiliating you, Veda? I don't know what you're talking about.
There we were on one of those tedious field trips when I saw this sign by the side of the road.
Sign? What sign?
This sign.
Oh, Veda, I was hoping that you'd never find out.
Not only are you a waitress, but you've got this hideous picture of yourself to prove it.
Gee, I don't know. I think it's kind of swell. I think he did a good job. Took out the bags and everything from under my eyes.
I'll never be able to face my friends.
Oh, Veda, baby doll, let me explain. It's just that, well, my baby needed so many things, and I wanted to get them for you, darling. And so, yes, I was. I was forced to take a job as a waitress. Then, Veda, I figured out if I could save all my tips, I could buy a restaurant of my own. And so I did. And now, Veda, I own the whole chain. I am Mildred's Fat Burgers.
Oh, fine.
Don't worry about it. Soon it'll all be over. I'll have paid off the mortgage, and then we can spend the rest of our lives together just snuggling.
Yuck, pooey, yuck, bleh, 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 pooey. You want me to snuggle with hamburger fat and bacon grease? No way. I belong in a mansion or a beach house. I'm not hanging around this dump any longer.
Veda, wait. How will you live?
Don't worry, I'll find a way.
Veda, don't leave me, my darling. Don't. I'm your mother.
Keep your hands off me, you sleazy, greasy person.
I know a little girl who got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Veda, forgive me. Come back. Veda?
Mildred Fierce?
Yes.
I'm Monte Slick. I understand you want to buy one of my buildings.
Oh, yes, that was when I wanted to open another restaurant, but I guess it doesn't matter now.
What you need is some sea air. Why don't you come out to my beach house and I'll show you the ocean?
I've seen the ocean, chum.
Not my hunk of it. Come on, don't fight your natural impulses.
Oh, why don't you just crawl back under your rock?
Ooh, I like coyness. Put spice into the game.
Would you just leave my house, please?
Honestly, Mother, these are only 20s. Hi, sir.
Well, hello. Don't tell me this enchanting child is yours, Mrs. Pierce.
Yes, she is enchanting, isn't she? This is my daughter, Veda. Veda, this is Mr. Slick, Monte Slick.
The Monte Slick? The irresponsible, lecherous playboy and owner of the Slick Mansion?
In the glorious flesh? Well, let's stop playing games. How about that little jaunt to my beach house?
Do you think I'm the kind of a woman who would ever do...
Would you excuse us for just one moment, please?
Surely.
Mummy, you want your widow baby Veda with you forever, don't you?
Oh, of course I do. You know that, my darling.
Well, this is your big chance, dimwit.
I don't understand.
This is your chance to get your widow Veda a mansion and a beach house and furs and jewels and a new daddy. That's right. Marry this joker quick before he gets a real good look at you.
Without loving him, Veda? I mean, is that forthright?
Mother Forthright does not buy Ferraris. Now, look, if you can't do me just one little favor, then just forget it.
No, darling, I'll try. I've been thinking it over. I'd be a fool to turn down such a charming invitation.
I knew there was a woman in you someplace.
Just a minute. I play for keeps.
Marriage?
Yes.
One of those decent dames, huh?
You make decent sound indecent.
And I can also make indecent pretty decent. Well, chit-chat. Let's get down to cases. You're saying, then, that no marriage, no beach house?
That's right. No hanky, no panky.
No contract, no contact?
No ring, no ring-a-ding-ding.
All right, let's see your legs.
I beg your pardon, Veda.
Very nice gams, but I'm sorry. Marriage is not for Monte Slick.
Oh, and I don't blame you, Mr. Slick. Why, you'd be taking on a wife and a daughter in the flower of her youth, both living there in the same mansion with you.
On the other hand, marriage might make a nice change of pace. Darling.
Stay tuned for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show. And now, back for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
All right, now let's see what we got here. You got your town in the Midwest, you got your shabby shoes, you got your blueberry pies, you got your first husband taking a cab, you got your fat burgers, and then you got your second husband in your mansion. Seems like you had it going pretty good there. Why did you ever shoot your second husband?
I found out he was being unfaithful.
Unfaithful, is it? You
Yes.
shot him for being unfaithful.
Yes?
That's like shooting a bear for catching a salmon. Cow for giving milk. Compass for pointing north. Dog for going woo, woo. The fish for going. The dead battery for going woo, 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 woo.
All right. The point is, I killed him. Don't you understand? I killed him. I shot him. I killed him.
Do I look like some kind of a nudnik to you? Well, you're sitting there feeding me all this blarney. We caught the real killer. All right. Here's the real killer.
Veda, I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot, Big Mouth. I'm counting on you for anything. All I've ever asked you in my entire life is to cover up one lousy little murder.
I did my best, sweetheart.
All right now, girls. Let's take it from the beginning.
All right. I was born in a little town in the Midwest.
Oh.
I'll never forget the first day of kindergarten. I'd been hostessing all day at my fat burger number 47, and, well, frankly, my dogs were killing me. So tonight, I decided to come home a little early. Veda, Monte!
Oh, Mildred, darling.
I'm going to the prom tonight, Mother, and Stepdaddy was just giving me a little goodbye peck.
Yes, that's it. That sounds plausible.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I don't care. She may as well know. I love Monte, and Monte loves me. He can't stand you.
Yes, Mildred, I'm sick of you and the smell of Crisco.
I'll wear perfume. Only don't take my innocent little baby away from me, Monte.
He's going to divorce you and marry me, and we're going to get as far away from you as we possibly can.
All right. All right. I don't need a brick to fall on my head.
I never said I'd marry you, you promiscuous little snit.
But, Monte, I thought that...
No, you think I'm crazy to have to marry an empty-headed little baggage like you? You must be out of your mind. Perhaps I put that a little strongly. Veda, I'll give you the chair for this. You'll be very annoyed with yourself in the morning if you do this. Mildred.
Veda, my darling, I couldn't leave you on such a sour note. I came back to apologize. I've always tried to give you everything you've ever wanted, and I'm not going to stop now. If you want Monte, he's yours. Oh. You still want him?
Oh, Mommy, what have I done? Monte, fall down, go boom. Mommy, you've got to help me. You've got to help me get out of this mess, Mommy, please.
Oh, I don't know what to do. This one is a real Lulu, Veda.
Oh, Mommy, please, I wobble. Please help me, Mommy.
Veda, I think it's time for a little discipline. Get me the police.
Mommy, you wouldn't turn me in and make me go to the big bad jail, would you now?
Hello, police.
Mommy, this is as much your fault as it is mine. I didn't spoil me rotten, you did.
You're right. I'll take the blame. But Veda, I think you'd better skip the prom.
Oh, Mom!
You're going to have to lay low for a couple of days. Here's $50,000. That should hold you for a day or two. Hurry, darling, hurry. Kids, they sure keep you hopping. Oh, you troublemaker. And then I came here. Oh, what's going to happen to her?
Well, she'll probably get 100 years. Maybe even life. It all depends on the judge, you know.
Oh, Mommy, please don't let them do this to me. Don't let me take him away from me. I love you, Mommy. Please don't let him take me away.
Oh, can't you see she's sorry? Tell him you're sorry, darling.
I'm sorry.
After all, this was only her first murder. Tell him you'll never murder anybody again.
I'll never murder anybody again.
Show him your beautiful smile, darling. It wasn't her fault. Don't you understand? He forced his attentions on her. He was a lech. Don't you understand that? An older man after this young, innocent girl.
An old latch, was he?
Yes.
Well, that makes me blood boil. I got a daughter myself, you know. All right, now. I'll let you go this time, but don't do this again.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right.
What a nice car.
Oh, here. Don't forget your gun.
Oh, silly me.
Right.
Veda, darling, I do hope you will try to straighten out now.
Can't we make it for 5 minutes without you getting on my back?
Why didn't you need this, darling?
You just never let up, do you,
Oh,
Mother?
sweetie,
I don't know
don't
what I
get
expected
testy.
a low-life blackie like
Honey.
you, Mama. What are you doing with that gun, Mother? Put that down!
I was born in a small town in the Midwest.
you sign my little sisters?
Sign one for your little sister? Of course I will, darling. But then I really must rehearse, or else my director will get very cranky with me, and he'll make me stand in a corner. What's your little sister's name, sweetheart?
Tilly.
Tilly. Love it, Tilly. I had an Aunt Tilly once. Oh, you're all so very sweet.
Jenny, I'm really sorry. Now, girls, you know you shouldn't be here now.
Mac. Oh, don't be that way, Mac. After all, these are my fans. They're my adoring public. These are the people I do all of my work for, these adorable little creatures.
Miss Driver?
Oh, yes?
Oh, I just love you so much.
So do I.
I'm going to be a singer and dancer, too, just like you.
Darling.
Watch.
Hey, she's sensational. But hopelessly untalented.
Miss Driver, do you think I have a chance in show business?
Pray, dear. There. Why don't you go now, girls?
Oh, bye, Miss
Say
Driver.
hello to your mothers for me. Be sure and see my show now, won't you? Bye, I love you all. Mwah. Why aren't those steps set up like I asked, Mac? Come on, get the lead out. Get the lead out. And did you order the pink gel on the spotlight?
Well, Jenny, you said you wanted a blue one.
Never mind what I said. Do as I say. After all, don't you understand that I want that pink spot to hit me when I hit my pose? Because this is the pose that sells tickets. Do you understand that?
Right.
All right, now where's that new dancer you promised me?
Here I am, Miss Driver.
Oh, hello there. Now, listen to me. You're in this number, but you're merely a prop to me. Do you understand? But if you do not do it perfectly, I'll see to it that you never work in this business again. Good luck. Hit it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She's a goddess, what a goddess, straight from heaven above.
No, I'm a woman, just a woman who was born to love.
She's an angel, what an angel, part of a heavenly plan.
No, I'm a woman, just a woman who's behind her man.
She belongs on a pedestal.
I belong at your feet.
She should drive her own chariot.
I prefer the back seat.
She's perfection, what perfection, straight from heaven above.
No, I'm a woman, just a woman who was born to love.
To be loved,
A woman who was born to love.
to be loved,
A woman who was born to love.
to be loved, to be loved, to be loved, to be loved.
Just hold it. Is that a new step that's just been added?
Well, Miss Driver, if you could move your foot in a little bit.
Move my foot in a little bit. Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, yes, then I would have no problem getting past it.
And ruin this pose? Do you realize that it took me years of hard work and dedication to perfect this pose? And now you, a little chorus boy climbing up from the depths of his obscurity, has the gall to suggest that I move this foot in just a little bit just so you can get past it?
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Pack up your leotards, twinkle toes. You are through. Now just get out.
Oh.
Get me a new dancer, Mac. And get rid of that piano player. He stinks. I can play the piano better with my toes. Well, Mac, are you going to find me a replacement or not?
Jenny, we've used up every good piano player in town.
This is your baby. Don't leave it crying in my arms.
Right.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm a piano player. My name is Ty Crackerby. I've been hanging around hoping for a job opening. There seems to be quite a turnover around here.
Well, Mr. Crackerby, let's see if you can hit those ivories as well as you flap your gums. Do you know the Torchy lady number?
Indubitably.
All right, then hit it. A Torchy lady sings the blues. A Torchy lady pays her dues. A Torchy lady's born to lose. And though her chance to... How dare you! What are you doing changing that tempo on me like that?
Well, it occurred to me, Miss Driver, that an accelerando would, how shall I put it, lend a filigree of piquancy.
Oh, filigree your piquancy, bud. Just who do you think you're giving advice to?
A woman. A beautiful, vulnerable woman.
How dare you call me that?
And furthermore, you need a man.
A man? Jenny Driver doesn't need anyone.
Didn't you just listen to your own song?
What are you talking about, my own song? It's just a song, that's all. The audience buys it, but it's just drivel.
All women need a man, Miss Driver. It's a fact of nature. And if a woman doesn't have a man, she's driven into careers and fame and fortune. But she's never happy with those things because they're masculine. And any woman who accepts those things loses her femininity.
Look, you play that Torchy lady number again, and this time you play it the right way.
You mean right, or do you mean your way?
I have taken just about enough from you. Now you tickle those ivories and shut your trap.
Shan't.
Shan't? Shan't? You have the brass bottom guts to say shan't to Jenny Driver.
Oh, Jenny, here's the costume changes you wanted for the third act.
Oh, raise that hem.
Right.
Fix that sash. Tear this up. It stinks. Hey, you, come back here. No one walks out on Jenny Driver.
Ty Crackerby is nobody's no, and I quit.
Oh, no. You can't quit, because I'm firing you.
Whatever turns you on, boss lady.
Wait a minute. Is there something about me you don't like?
How about the fact that you refuse to be a woman? If I'm to be interested in a woman, I don't want her to be masculine like me.
What makes you think that I would be interested in having you interested in me?
Why else did you come after me?
Because I wanted to tell you that I despise you. And how dare you call me masculine? Is this masculine?
Oh, you probably don't look masculine. You probably look like a radiant wood nymph. No, I was referring to your drive, your power, your ambition. How can a real woman allow such qualities to develop in herself? That's what I'm talking about. Don't you understand?
Why, you're nearsighted.
I don't need your pity. I get along fine. Stick to your empty life. I don't need you.
Well, I don't need you either.
Well, I don't need you either, neither.
Well, I don't neither need you.
Well, I don't need you neither. I don't even need you at all.
That's all right.
Goodbye. I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Door stuck.
Here, Louise. Read me in this, will you, please? Let's see. You asked me why I'm reflective, Paul. Well, I'll tell you. I gotta jump in there, Louise. This is a broken speech.
Don't concern yourself with what I think.
Oh, Louise, what is the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. My husband's in the hospital. We're facing eviction. We don't have any money for the doctor bills. My babies are starving and my feet hurt.
Oh, Louise. Louise, you think you've got problems? Do people stare and gawk at you every time you walk into a restaurant? Is your house so large that you go wandering through it day after day just hoping to find a bathroom? Does your pool heater malfunction, Louise? These are the problems I have to face day after day after day.
Poor Miss Driver. I'm so much richer than you. I have my family's pride in my clean floors.
Just thank your lucky stars, darling, that you were born plain and untalented and poor. At least you have a man. All I have are these miserable scrapbooks filled with nothing but thousands of articles telling me how wonderful I am. Oh, here's a good one. It's a review of my very first play, Louise. Listen. Jenny Driver lights up the stage when she enters in the second act, looking like a radiant wood nymph. Where have I heard that before? He goes on. My 20/20 vision was enthralled. I know I'll never forget her. How did this fresh young thing wander into the crass atmosphere of the theater? And it's signed, Ty Crackerby. Ty Crackerby, he was a critic, and he's loved me all these years. There I am in that show, Louise.
Oh, yes, I know, Miss Driver. I dust it every day.
And that's how he still remembers me. Oh, I wasn't even good then, Louise. I hadn't perfected my pose yet. Oh, I know, I have a recording of the song I introduced. That was the first time I ever sang I'm No Goddess. Oh, it must be around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, God. Listen, Louise. Listen, this is me. That's the orchestra. That's not me yet. You'll hear me in a minute. I'm coming on now.
I'm no goddess, not a goddess, straight from heaven above.
No, I'm a woman, just a woman,
who was born to love.
Oh, there is a certain sweet quality that I had that maybe I suppose I have lost somewhere along the way.
I'm a woman, just
a woman who's big.
Oh, gee, Miss Driver. Thanks for cheering me up.
I've been a fool. He loves me. He loves me for the sweet, vulnerable thing I was. Ty! Ty! I'm no goddess.
Not a goddess, straight from heaven above. No, I'm a woman, just a woman who was born to love.
What? Who's that?
It's your radiant wood nymph.
You know.
Yes.
Well, don't think I've been hanging about here just to see you again. When I lost my job as a theater critic due to a sudden attack of nearsightedness, I did the only thing that a man in my condition could do. I took up the piano. But I only came here tonight to get a job, you hear me? Just a job.
You don't fool me with that man of steel routine.
I don't need you. I didn't need anybody.
Ty! Ty! Oh, my darling. Ty. Oh, sweetheart. I finally cracked through that tough British exterior.
How can you love a man who's nearsighted? I can't even read a phone book.
I've read it. It's dull.
Can't even see your face clearly.
That works out fine. Oh, darling. All I needed was a man strong enough for me to take care of, and yet helpless. No, what I mean is, all I needed was a man strong enough to boss me around, and yet helpless enough for me to take care of.
I can
that way
see,
I can
and you can't talk.
That way I can be both your slave and your nurse.
My sweet, unspoiled wooden nymph.
Oh, no, darling, I'm here. At last I can go back to being a woman again.
And you'll give up all this tinsel and phoniness?
Oh, yes, happily.
And you won't miss all of this applause and adulation every night?
No, not a jot or a tittle. I'm saying goodbye to all of this forever.
Goodbye to the tinsel and phoniness.
That's right. I'm here, dear.
Ah.
I'm ready to be a homebody. Kiss me, my sweet. Lower. Oh, it's just like being reborn again. Let me put it to you this way. Goodbye, Broadway. Hello, life.
Goodbye, goddess.
Oh,
hello, wife.
Ta-ta to tinsel.
Ta-ta and toodaloo. There'll be no tinsel in our cottage for two.
So long, showbiz.
Yes.
Farewell, you big fake.
She's got hot cobblers and hot biscuits to bake.
So long, sequins, you're nothing to me. Farewell to a, over here, dear, over here. Reality. Goodbye, public. Goodbye, fans.
Hello, dishes.
Yes.
And pots and pans.
Arrivederci to high-fashion frocks.
Hello to housecoats and to darning my socks.
Oh, wow. So long, grease paint. Goodbye, props.
Hi there, buckets and the big yoo-hoo mops.
Goodbye, farewell to fabulous me.
Folks, this is the anonymous Mrs. Crackerby. Goodbye, stardom. Goodbye, pose. Hello, mommy, in maternity clothes. Hello, high chairs and rattles and cribs. Hello, booties and bottles and bibs. Hello, dirty diapers and potties and pins. Hello there, Mr. Stork. Could you bring us twins?
So long, Four Eyes. The thrill is gone. So long, Four Eyes. My show must go on. Hello, talent, perfection, and poise. Hello, adoring fans, and hello, boys. Hello, Broadway. Hello, lights. Hello, bravos. On opening night, there is no biz like showbiz, I know. So, hello, Broadway. Hello, Broadway. Hello, Broadway. Hello, 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 I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it,
Next Door was played by Joel Lawrence. The preceding program was recorded before a live audience. This is your announcer speaking.